In today's video, we had our Lakers rebuild, but I gotta trade LeBron James. What it do is good, YouTube buddy, back with another 2K banger, bro. And yeah, I found this in my closet today, bro. Package salute to service. What y'all know about it, man? Jordan Love, best QB in the league, man. All right, so the way we're gonna be trading LeBron James here today is we see on the screen, we got the NBA team wheel. It's got every NBA team in it, so we're gonna be spinning this wheel. Whatever team it lands on is the team I'm sending LeBron to. LeBron is going to the Sacramento Kings. Whoa. All right, so we in the offseason right now. We're gonna go trade LeBron to the Kings, man. I don't know how this is gonna work. We're gonna find out together, I guess. They got two contracts, $40 million. Unfortunately, I think this might have to include Zach LaVine, because no way we would be getting Domas Sabonis. So unfortunately, it's probably gonna be LaVine as the main trade candidate in this piece. Now, I'm gonna have to get some picks back because I don't just want Zach LaVine on the team, man. That's not good. They don't have any nice up-and-coming pieces really at all. I mean, the only player I'd be kind of considered interested in would be Dominique Clifford right here. LaVine, Clifford, in a first-round pick for LeBron James. I mean, we should aim high. Try to get 2 first-round picks for Braun. It is only a 1-year rental, but I ain't worried about them. And LeBron declined his no trade clause, so let me go take that off of him real quick. All right, so real quick, man, while we're making this trade happen, back on the daily upload grind, bro. We've made it like 7 days so far, I think. So if you like my videos, man, please drop a like, drop a sub, and comment down below on what videos y'all want to see in the next up-and-coming videos. Doubt they're going to agree to this whatsoever. Yeah, they're going to say no, since they don't want to take on any extra salary, bro. He's gonna retire at the end of the year. Maybe I'd take out the first-round pick. Still gonna say no. Take out 2 first-round picks. They're not interested. I mean, I don't want to just get Zach LaVine, right? I'll give you Bronny back in this deal if that does interest you. Zach LaVine and Bronny, and that does get it done. All right, so we sent Bronny and LeBron over to the Sacramento Kings, and we only get Zach LaVine in a first-round pick in return. Not the best return. We do have a nice little Sacramento pick, so we're gonna have our pick and Sacramento's pick, because I'm looking to get a top pick in this next up-and-coming draft here. So yeah, okay, now we have Zach LaVine and we have Austin Reeves. This is gonna be a very interesting season number 1 with this Lakers team, man. And this just shows how bad 2K is. The Kings would take Zach LaVine and DeAndre Ayton for Domantas Sabonis. This game is so bad. And I did forget to tell y'all, I do these videos on 75 trade negotiation difficulty, so everything's gonna be a little bit harder making trades. I think the only other move I'm kind of want to be making in this first year is getting rid of Jackson Hayes, little weak ass, because I don't like Jackson Hayes. I don't think, name me one person who does like Jackson Hayes. If I could get a better center to come off the bench for Jackson Hayes, I'll do it. I saw Mitchell Robinson there. Our best option here is probably going to be Mitch Rob. So let's do this trade, man. Jackson Hayes, Maxi Kleber, and Adutero for Mitch Robin, Ariel Huckporty. Let's do this deal. All right, so that's going to be, I guess that's going to be the squad going into this next up-and-coming season. I doubt we're going to be a good team at all. Maybe we'll be a lower-seeded playoff team. I don't even know where to run LaVine. I guess we're going to be running LaVine at the 3. We got to see if we can get this Lakers team on track after the LeBron era. So, yeah. All right, so the starting lineup right now is going to be Luka, Reeves, LaVine, Vando, and DeAndre Ayton, with Mitchell Robinson, Rui Hachimura, Dalton Connect, Marcus Smart, and Jake LaRavia off the bench. Now, it's not the worst team in the world. You got a couple players who can really score the ball. Defense kind of lackluster, but it is what it is for this first year. System Pro looking to be 4 stars, perimeter centric or pace and space. Probably going to run pace and space. Could also run 7 seconds, which I don't hate either. I guess we'll rock with pace and space for now. Shot tendencies, man. Want to get LaVine up to an 80. Also want to get Reeves up to about a 75. And I don't care about the other guys' shot tendencies at all. I really don't, to be honest with you. So, yeah, first game of the season against the Jazz is going to be a big-time victory. Luka goes for 50 in his first game of the season. I mean, I guess he's on pace for MVP already. So hopefully Luka can bring a little MVP home. And who knows? This team could still be pretty good, as we're off to a 4-0 start. Luka getting triple doubles with his eyes closed. We've played some pretty shit teams so far. It's gonna be our first test against Dallas, but we blow them out. Austin Reeves 27-8. You know, maybe having 3 top-tier scorers on this team is gonna help out Luka Doncic. Maybe it's gonna help out our team overall. Now the defense probably gonna be pretty shit, but so far it hasn't seemed to have that much of an impact on our record, as we do drop 3 games in a row. All right, so we're 14-9 with this last game against the Mavericks here. We're able to pick that up. So 15-9 to start this season out. Probably going to put us at the 6th seed in the Western Conference. So I'm expecting us to be around 6-8 in this first season. No expectations for a championship in this first year, obviously. If you take a look at our contract situations and everything like that, we got a lot of 1-year deals. So a lot of salary is going to be shed after this year. Hachimura, Vincent, I might extend Mitchell Robinson if for a price. But I might look to move these guys at the deadline as well, because I kind of want to load up on some picks here and try to make some moves in the offseason. maybe you get some draft capital, try to get a top pick in this upcoming draft. So let's go to the halfway point of the season and make some moves. All right, man. So we hear the deadline, and we're actually not too bad. As I wanted to take a look at some of these previous box scores for the Kings with LeBron, because I forgot we even traded him there. He's averaging 24, 7, and 7. So LeBron's kind of doing his thing on the Sacramento Kings, so that's pretty cool. Not really worried about them. Hopefully they're trash so we can get their first round pick, and yeah, they're probably going to be a lottery team, so that's going to be nice to add to the team. We are sitting at the 6th seed, so we haven't moved standings since the last time we checked. Everybody on fire, so that's a nice little sight to see right there. I mean, maybe I could keep this team around, and hopefully we can make some sort of miracle playoff push, but I don't know. Luka, 27, 9 and 10 on the season. He's going to be doing that every year. Zach LaVine there with 18 points, 4 assists. He's shooting 50, 40, 81 splits. Austin Reeves is there, 15 and 6. You got DeAndre Ayton giving you 12 and 8. Dalton Connect shooting 44% from 3. He's hooping. Hachimura is pretty good. Jake LaRavia is pretty good. Smart's pretty awful. Mitchell Robinson's always does his thing. Bando's trash. And yeah, Gabe Vincent's pretty trash too. So, I mean, you take a look at this roster. You take a look at where we are in the standings. We're going to always have a chance with Luka Doncic in the playoffs, but I just don't think this team is going to be able to win a championship. And I don't want to lose out on some of these players for nothing. I'd like to be able to get at least a pick back or something. So let's try to look to move off of Rui Hachimura. I'm looking for a player we could trade on draft night and maybe a first round pick in return. So let's see if Rui Hachimura can land us anything special. There's Harrison Barnes in a first round pick. I wouldn't hate that. Malik Monk could probably help us now, but I actually don't hate this trade. But you know what? I think I'm going to be doing this trade for Harrison Barnes. We're going to be trading with Rui Hachimura for that boy HB and a first round pick. Really just doing this for the first round pick. Got to get our draft capital up, in Hachimura, I guess, send him to a contending Spurs team. Sure. Smart's on a 1+1. He might decline it if he thinks he can get more money. So if I get someone on a 2-year deal, I'll take that. And you know what? I'm going to be making this move right here. Marcus Smart for Malik Beasley. Now, in 2K doesn't know about Malik Beasley's scandal. Do I care about it in real life or in 2K? No, I don't give a shit about it. He's an 80 overall, shooting 40% from 3, and he's on a pretty friendly deal. So I'm already making this move for Malik Beasley, either to keep him or to move him at draft night. There's just too good a value to pass up on, man, if I'm being honest. And like I said, man, hopefully he doesn't come into our team and start missing shots on purpose and start throwing the games, because you know don't put it past him to do that. All right, and then the last trade I'm going to be doing here is trading away Gabe Vincent for Kevin Love and a 2nd round pick. It's always nice to get a couple of extra 2nd round picks, so I'm going to be doing this deal. And I think that's all we're going to be doing. Now, I could look to extend Mitchell Robinson, like I said, if he doesn't want too much. I'm going to extend Luka for sure, so let's get Luka locked up for $46.50. And I could get Mitchell Robinson for $18 million a year. It's a little steep. Don't think I'm going to do it quite yet, because I want to have a little bit of cap flexibility. I'm not hating on trading for Reeves. I would trade for Reeves. I would trade Reeves like in a heartbeat. I don't really have any attachment to him, but the trade market here is just not friendly. It's just not. I mean, so far after the deadline, we haven't lost a game yet. So as I say that, we lose 2 right there. All right, so season is a wrap, and yeah, this is what happens when you play Luka, trade LeBron, and you get Luka about 38 minutes a night. He's gonna win MVP for you, man. 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists for Luka. He shot 50, 39, 77 splits. So really good shit out of Big Luke right there. Coop wins Rookie of the Year. Tyler Hero, 6th man. Wemby, I'm gonna try to guess the next awards. Depoy is Wemby. We're gonna go Kata Most Improved, and then we're gonna go Clutch Player. Let's go Steph Curry, SGA. All right, and then obviously Minnesota wins 64 games. Okay, obviously you're gonna see Luka on All-NBA first team, which is cool. Braun makes 2nd team with the Sacramento Kings. He averaged 24, 7 and 7. So okay shit from Braun right there in his age 41 season. So on the plus side, we did kind of finish the Fosse, bro. We won 51 games with this kind of makeshift roster, bringing in Levine and some random guys, man, making some random moves. So I don't even hate that, man. That's not terrible. That shows me that we can be good with a pretty mid roster. As for the Sacramento Kings, they did miss the playoffs completely, so we are going to have a lottery pick here, which is pretty nice. Stats on the rest of the season, if you were curious, man, Levine did average 19 for us. He shot 40% from 3, so that's a good season out of Levine. Reeves was all right. Ayton, Connect, still doing his thing. Beasley was good for us as well. And then the rest of the guys we don't really care about. As for team stats, though, we had a top 4 offense in the NBA, man, with Zach LaVine. So that's really good to see. Our offense is booming. Defense also not terrible. It's top 13, so it could be worse. We have a 6.6 point differential. It's going to put us at the 7th best in the league. So we definitely have a chance at doing something in the playoffs. Round 1 against OKC is going to be a real tough series. Hopefully we can just outscore them. We're going to need to outscore them if we want to have a chance to win. Game number 1 is going to go to OKC, though. We lose by 13 points. Only problem is we got no one to guard that boy SGA. Probably going to go crazy on us. Game number 2 is going to be an OKC victory. And this brute Shea is averaging 40 to start this year, or series, I guess. We do get game number 3 here, thanks to Luka's heroics, 14 and 40. Reeves also with 33 and 11. 7 for 8 from 3 is kind of nasty. Game number 3 is going to be or 4 is going to be a Lakers victory. Shea drops 50, and we're still able to win because Luka with 27-point trip dub. There's Reeves with 28 and 10, Levine 25 and 10. Our top 3 guys had a ton of assists right there. Game number 5 is going to be a Lakers loss. They do squeeze that one out by 15 points right there. We're going to cut this down to an 8-man and hop into the Simcast, and hopefully we can force a game 7 here. It's in LA, so, you know, we got our nice little cozy sleep, you know what I mean? Sleeping nice and cozy for the guys in our beds the night before the game. Hopefully that makes a difference, as we are going to be able to pull this one out. We got a game 7 here. That is a absolutely nuts game from Luka. 36, 11, and 21 assists. Ayton was there with 31 off 19 shots. Good shit from Big DA. And we got a game 7 here, man. Here we go. Game 7 against the OKC Thunder. Anything is possible in a game 7, especially when you have that man, Luka the Don Doncic, but they also have SGA. We are up in the 3rd quarter. Never mind, they take the lead. Down in the 4th quarter, we take the lead back. Up by 7, up by 14, and we get the dub in game 7. Okay, hold on now. We might be on to something. Luka with a 50-point game in a game 7. When you got a guy that's capable of going for 50 whenever he damn feels like it, you're always going to have a chance to win. Minnesota in round 2, they just swept the Golden State Warriors, so we're probably going to be falling short against Minnesota because you know how good they are in 2K. Yeah, Ant goes for 50 right there. I don't think we're going to be able to beat this team. We do get game 2, so, you know, anything is possible. Down 2-1, Luka and Anthony Edwards going back and forth at it. This is like his 4th 50-point game of the playoffs. We do go down 3-1 there, and we're probably going to be getting eliminated in 5 games there as we do. Minnesota just too elite, bro, like I said. But, I mean, Luka in this playoffs averaged 35, 9, and 12, so he absolutely did his thing. Man, unfortunately, Anthony Edwards also is averaging 40 in the playoffs, so they're probably going to win the finals, which is fine. Never mind, Dallas actually makes the conference finals, and Dallas sweeps the Knicks, and Anthony Davis wins finals MVP. So year 1 in the books. Like I said, I wasn't really expecting much in that first year. It is what it is, though. It's fine. I like where we're at going forward. LeBron does retire there, as we so thought. Russell Westbrook trying to retire. So does Harden, DeRozan. No, man, why y'all trying to retire? Y'all still hoopers, man. Draft lottery is here, and we are going to have that Sacramento pick at number 12. So maybe we could have a miracle and have it jump up. It actually does stay at 12, and then we are also picking at pick 24. So we have 12 and 24 in this upcoming draft. JJ Redick safe as head coach for now, I guess. So we have some players we could definitely look to move up in this draft. Who's under contract for us right now? We actually only have 4 players under contract. This is kind of why I wanted to have some players I could trade at draft night, but it is what it is. If I can move into the top 4 is ideal where you want to be at in this up and coming class. I would give them pick 12. I also have 1 second-round pick. And any players that we could give here, like I said, I could give them Jared Vanderbilt. They can't take on any money though, unfortunately, which is a problem. My best other offer would be pick 24, and they can't do that. So who has pick 3 then? Charlotte does. So pick 12 and Vanderbilt. They're going to say, no, I give you pick 24 and a second-round pick. Doesn't get it done. I'd hate to give up a future first. I'd for sure give up Vando and Laravia for pick 3. They're going to say no. And what about 2 second-round picks? Doesn't get it done. Pick 24, no. And 2 second-round picks. Please accept this trade. And they are going to do that. So we move into the top 3 by trading away pick 12, pick 24, Laravia, Vando, 2 future second-round picks. The good thing is we are picking in the top 3 of this draft, which is pretty nasty. We're going to get one of the top 4 guys, which is just a stud. Peterson goes number 1. DeBance goes number 2. And now we're going to get Cameron Boozer at the 3rd pick in the draft. And yes, Tim Duncan's damn Hall of Fame. The guy honestly could be the best player in this draft class. So I'm drafting Cam Boozer at 3 to play alongside Luka Doncic. I like that quite a bit. That's what we needed on this team, man. We needed one of these top rookies that's going to be developed into a superstar for us. He's an 80 overall pick 3. But he's going to be a stud for us. We have Reeves, Levine, and Ayton all declining their player options there. I probably should have traded DeAndre Ayton at the halfway mark. But as of right now, man, like our roster is pretty empty. It's just Luka, Beasley, Connect, and Boozer on this team. So we have all the cap space in the world. I could go out there and sign Kevin Durant if I did want to do that, but I'm not really looking for that. This free agency class doesn't really have anybody that I am intrigued in. I guess I'll bring Reeves back. He only wants $27 million. I could swing that for Reeves if he wants to accept that. And do I still have money to bring in KD if I offer Reeves a contract, or no? I'll give KD that, and I'll also throw an offer at Levine. Can I get Reeves and can I get KD? No. Can I get KD? No. But I can get Reeves and Levine back on the team. It makes more sense to get Reeves and throw out an offer at somebody like Kristaps Porzingis maybe. So we could try to do something like this and we are going to be getting both of these guys, so we signed both. So now I don't know if this is the play I want to run with. Luka and Porzingis, not a terrible top 3 here, but I just felt like we could have signed somebody. Wait, I can still sign Levine? Oh, I can still sign Levine. Okay, well now we might be in business. Talk about the no defense team. Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis, Zach LaVine, Austin Reeves, and Cam Boozer could potentially be my starting 5 with Malik Beasley and Dalton Connect off the bench. That's not too bad. Now we just kind of fill it out with some other pieces and we could be in business here. I'll bring in Luke Cornett for this team if he wants to join. I will also look to bring in Bruce Brown, and we're able to get, no, I can't get Cornett, so I need that backup center. Bring in Jonathan Isaac for some extra defense. Matisse Thybulle could probably land me something. I'll also bring in Dean Wade here. We need a backup center on this team. Like I said, nobody's really safe. I could look to move these guys, but I kind of want to see how we do with this weirdly built, constructed roster. So this is a really good trade offer right here, man. 75 trade negotiation difficulty blessing us right here. Bruce Brown, Thybulle, and Dean Wade for Case and Wallace in a first-round pick, man. How is OKC wants to do that trade? I will never pass on the opportunity to nerf OKC. So Case and Wallace probably gonna go play backup point guard for us now. So that's not bad at all. I'm gonna trade for Lonzo in this first-round pick here just to get another first, and then I'm gonna look to move Lonzo back out for a center, and that could be Jalen Smith. I don't hate. So Jalen Smith for Lonzo Ball straight up. That's fine by me. Let's go to player progression here. You see here, KD does sign with the Chicago Bulls, man. Any other new signings that we have? Fox goes to the Wizards. That's cool. Hopefully we don't see too much red in progression here, as Reeves only does go down 1, but we don't see any progression for our guys in our 30s, which is cool. Wallace is up 2, Connects up 2, and you know, this isn't a bad roster, low key. None of these guys are safe though. Like I said, Levine ain't safe, Reeves ain't safe, Porzingis ain't safe. I just kind of want to see if this team can put something together with Cam Boozer alongside of it. If they're good, they're good. If they're bad, we'll trade them. You know what I mean? Pretty straightforward. So Luka, Reeves, Levine, Boozer, and Porzingis, not too bad. Case and Wallace, Connect, Beasley, Jalen Smith off the bench, probably with John Isaac as well. Yeah, so got a good little mix of defense offense going on this squad now. System Pro gonna stay pace and space, probably 4 stars unless there's anything significantly better. Porzingis gonna get to an 80 shot tendency. Levine gonna be at an 83. Reeves gonna get up to a 78. Case and Wallace can get up a little bit. Boozer's at an 80, so that's cool. And I think this team can be pretty solid, man. First game of the season is gonna be a 5-point victory. You're gonna have a lot of scoring on this team now. Like I said, kind of like before, the defense is going to be questionable as the Bulls just dropped 160 on us. Like, the defense is definitely going to be questionable. So if we start losing by like a lot, I can definitely look to make moves, because like I said, I have no emotional attachments to anybody on this team, to be honest with you, besides Luka. And right now we're not having a great start to this year. Nice little 4-game win streak is kind of keeping me with false hope, thinking that we can actually do something. 16-11 with this team right now, but I mean, this ain't gonna get us to a championship the way we're playing right now. Yeah, 17-14, not really looking too good, man. 7 seed once again. It's not where I want to be. Reeves is only averaging 12 points a game, bro. Like, if he's gonna be regressing this hard, bro, he's gonna get traded. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that's not good enough to be on this team. You're making 30 million. I just paid you and you're gonna be playing like shit. Yeah, so deadline is here, and like I said, man, we're not really where I want to be. 6 seeds somehow. 5 games or 4 games up past 500. So team is kind of poop, bro, to be honest with you. I do want to check something here. Upcoming free agents you can check out here. It's gonna be a big free agency class with Jokic and like Giannis and stuff. So maybe I want to clear some cap for this upcoming off season. If I trade away Levine, Porzingis, and Reeves, I could get there, open up and get some cap space to sign somebody next to Luka Doncic. So I guess that might be my main goal here, is to just dump these guys for absolutely nothing. This was kind of my experiment, what I wanted to do. Like, I didn't really even want to sign these guys, to be honest with you, and I probably shouldn't have. We're gonna go to the offseason with this team is what we're gonna do, and then we're just gonna dump these players in the offseason for absolutely nothing. I'm trying to open up this cap space to sign Luka Doncic. I probably should have done it last year, played another season out being trash, but you know what? We always want to compete around here. So the objective right now, make it to the end of the season. I don't even care what happens, and then we're gonna dump everybody's contract, hopefully, and try to go sign Jokic or Giannis. Flag wins MVP in year 2, which is just stupid. Like, he's already shooting 50, 40, 85 splits, which just makes me want to crash out. Cam Boozer does win Rookie of the Year for us, so that's a good positive sign going forward. 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He's always really good in this game, and he's going to be really good. DeBance wins 6-man, and then the rest of the stats here. Dallas won 70 games this year. No Luka on first team. We do see him on second team, though. He averaged 21 points, which is kind of depressing. 8 rebounds and 9 assists, so a down year from just everybody this year. But I mean, that being said, we are still a 6-seeded playoff team, so it's not like we're missing the playoffs or anything. We're still making it. I mean, because it is still a good team on paper, you know. Final look at stats on the year, man. Porzingis was there. Pretty good season. Just not good enough. You know what I mean? Levine also good efficiency, just not good enough. Dalton Connect actually broke out off the bench, so he's low-key better than Reeves now. 14 points on 48, 42, 85 splits. Cam Boozer was really good. Again, Reeves was pretty trash. The efficiency's down. The points are down. Just kind of depressing. Case and Wallace with a really good season, man. Malik Beasley, again, good off the bench. Jalen Smith, not bad. Isaac, pretty terrible. So, yeah. Team stats, we still had a top 10 offense in the NBA, but the defense definitely got worse as we're sitting at a bottom 10 defense. All right, round one against the Clippers. We don't have to travel very far to play the LA Clippers, man, who have their same old team right there. We'll see if we can take them out. I think we should be able to. 1-1 series here. We're down 2-1. 2-2 series right there. Down 3-2. And we got a game 7. 8-man rotation here. Simcast the game 7. Like I said before, when you got Luka Doncic, anything is possible on your team. You could win the finals any type of year. We are going to be getting eliminated here, though, by the Clippers. We don't even score 100 points. We lose in 7 games. And Zubac actually fries us in that one. All right. So year 2 in the books, man. And like I said, we're prepping to get this big free agency class as the Mavericks win the finals and Cooper Flag wins MVP and finals MVP. Now we really try to lock in here. Lottery picks, we don't have any here. No. All right, NBA draft is here. We don't have anybody in the draft. Maybe I can make one of these trades on draft night if there's any trades that are popping up. But like something like this, I wouldn't hate. You get Koa Pete, who was the 15th pick in the draft last year. He's not making any money, and then I would just trade Yabusele for nothing. So that's a trade we could definitely look into. Brooklyn can take money. They have the 10th pick in the draft. They can definitely take on money. I would give them, could they give me 13 and 10 for Zach LaVine? That'd be pretty nasty here. I did kind of want Koa Pete on that other deal, though. That's the thing. I guess I would just do LaVine for maybe 2 first-round picks, maybe 3 if they wanted to swing that. They're going to say no. What about 2 first-round picks? They still say no. I mean, LaVine for, yeah, I guess we're just going to do that deal. Okay. Well, we trade Zach LaVine away for the 10th pick in the draft, which I don't hate. Maybe I can do the same thing with Porzingis. Can I do Kristaps Porzingis for Nate Ament, who was the, what pick was he in the draft? He was the 5th pick in the draft. They're going to say no to that straight up. But I would definitely be into that if we could get there. I would maybe throw in Malik Beasley here. Interesting. I would give you some future picks. I think I would give you a 1st and a 2nd and Malik Beasley here if I could land myself Nate Ament on this roster, who is going to be a nice little rookie boost. Kristaps Porzingis and Malik Beasley is going to say no. I would also give them, like I said, that 1st-round pick. They're still going to say no. And a 2nd-round pick, they still say no. 2 1st-round picks, Malik Beasley and Porzingis. Wow, they are not going for this whatsoever. Wow. Would the Warriors give me Taj Petway, pick 17, and their pick in 28 for Kristaps Porzingis? They're going to say no. I would just do it for these 2. They're still not interested. Wow, KP has no trade value. I'd even give you a 2nd-round pick, and they accept that. All right, so we get Taj Petway and pick 17 in the draft. I could move up to pick 5 for Malik Beasley, pick 10 and pick 17. I think I honestly might look to do this trade. This is pretty intriguing here. Malik Beasley, 10 and 17 to move up to pick 5. I think I'm going to do this here. And then you got to look to see if you could possibly move into the top 3 by giving them Capella and pick 5 right back. They're going to say no to that. I would love to get into the top 3. I'd give you 1 extra 1st-round pick, and it gets it done. So we move into the top 3 of this draft class. Tyron Stokes goes number 1. Mika Muryanen goes number 2. And we're going to be able to pick a pick 3 here. Could land me a Caleb Holt. Could land me Hugo. But what do I really need? I got Luka. I got Case and Wallace. Gonna trade Reeves. I could get a shooting guard on this team, which would be nice. And you know what? I think that's going to be the play here. So I'm going to be drafting Caleb Holt with this 3rd pick in the draft. So back-to-back years, we get 2 top 3 picks. He's a 78 overall, which is really going to be nice. Also going to pick up the option on Connect. So yeah, do we have enough money as of right now to sign Jokic? No, we do not. Again, we still have to trade Reeves, obviously. Carter Bryant for Reeves right here. I think I'm going to be doing this trade without even thinking about it. And let's do this deal. Unfortunately, we might have to trade Cason Wallace, man. Still can't offer him a contract. We're looking to be about $14 million away. I think we're going to have to trade Cason Wallace here. So I'm going to be trading Cason Wallace for Washington for 2 1st-round picks, man. We're loading up on the picks, but I'm really trying to get Jokic on this team, man. I really am. And is this going to be enough? Yeah, we have enough to sign Jokic. I'm going to give him all the money we can. I can offer him 59 flat. So that's what we're going to be doing. $59 million for Nikola Jokic, giving him all the money in the world. Player option, no trade clause. And let's send him that offer. And we are going to be able to land Jokic here. So my end goal finally does work. We land Nikola Jokic here. and we have Luka Doncic. So this was my goal all along, to get Luka and Jokic on the same team. That was my goal. Now I don't care what the hell happens. We landed 2 best players in the NBA here, man. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys on the roster, man. All right, we go out there, we sign John Isaac. Go out there and we sign Andre Drummond. All right, Drummond and Coffee are going to be able to land me Nickeil Alexander-Walker and a first-round pick. I don't know how, since we're on a higher trade difficulty, but I'm doing this without even thinking about it. Now I'm going to be trading Monte Morris and John Isaac for Gershon and another first-round pick. And then we're trading Looney, Gershon, and a first back for Asa Noel, who hopefully is going to upgrade a little bit. All right, so that is going to be it, man. Our end goal, we signed Luka Doncic, or we signed Nikola Jokic to play with Luka Doncic. And now we're going to have some progression out of the young guys. Boozer's going to go up 6. We have Carter Bryant going up. Asa Noel goes up 4. Petway goes up 3. And we still have some rookies for this next year. Caleb Holt. These guys are just going to keep getting better for the team. And we're Jokic and Luka. We have the 2 best players in the NBA, in my opinion, alongside Cam Boozer, who's only going to be getting better. So a long process to get to this point going into this year 3 season with the Lakers, but I think we're in a pretty good spot going forward. This is the 9-man rotation. Not a lot, very good. We got a lot of young guys on the bench, bro. A lot of young guys on the bench, but it is what it is, man. 4.5 stars pace and space now with Luka and Jokic. We're going to need some of these guys to really step up. All right, first game of the season against Dallas is going to be a loss right there, obviously. It's going to be a lot of Luka. It's going to be a lot of Jokic. And our team chemistry is pretty low, so I'm not really worried about the losses right now, because I think there's going to start to come around a little bit. 52 team chemistry. I mean, we just traded the whole entire team, so this should be getting its way back up a little bit. As now that the team chemistry is starting to risen a little bit, we've gone on a nice little win streak right now. Yeah, okay, I think we're going to start to even out these wins, man. 12-7 to start this year, looking at to be about hopefully 14-8 right here. 13-9. Okay, so far Luka's averaging 25, 8 and 10. Boozer's averaging 17, 9 and 5, and Jokic is averaging 25, 11 and 10. So let's go to the trade deadline with this team. I think we're going to be a top 5 seed, hopefully. All right, deadline is here. We are 32-9 team, man, so a little bit better than I thought we was going to be. We a top 3 seed, man. I don't know why we thought I was going to be worse, because we have Luka and damn Jokic, but hey, 32-9 team, I'll take that halfway through, man. Like I said, man, we just got to get to the playoffs so we can, like, who wants to face Luka and Jokic in a 7-game series, bro? Like, I'll wait. Got a lot of, like I said, a lot of the young guys are going to be getting better as the season goes on. Stats halfway through, man. Luka 25, 8 and 9, 50, 40, 77 splits. Jokic 24, 11 and 10, triple double, 50, 40, 85 splits. Cam Boozer in his year 2 season, man, 16 and a half, 8 and a half, 5.2. 51, 42, 80 splits. Dalton Connect still doing his thing, man. He's shooting 46% from 3. He's having a really good season. Carter Bryant shooting 40% from 3. I can't ask for much more than that. Nickeil Alexander-Walker shooting 41% from 3. Caleb Holt in his rookie season is not too bad, actually. And then Asa Noel is pretty inefficient, so is Taj Petway. I think we could definitely look to upgrade that last spot on the bench a little bit. If I could trade Taj maybe and Drummond and look to get a better bench player going into this playoffs. Like even somebody like Bobby Portis as a vet coming on this team, I think would be pretty nice. But you know what? I found this trade instead, bro. Taj Petway, Andre Drummond, and a first-round pick for Mikal Bridges and Colin Gillespie, bro. Bridges, I think, would be the absolutely perfect glue piece for this team going forward for the Lakers, man. I don't know why the Knicks are offering me that trade, but now we have a legitimately good-looking starting 5 with Luka Doncic, Mikal Bridges, Connect, Boozer, and Jokic. That is like the perfect piece right now to put at that shooting guard position, man. Absolutely love that. I wonder why the Knicks did that move, as yeah, actually, they're 500, so they could be a selling team. They look to get a nice young guard in Taj Petway going forward. But Bridges is averaging 15 points on the season, shooting 39% from 3. It's going to help with defense, offense, everything. As for team stats, we get the 3rd best offense in the NBA. Defense could be a little better, but Bridges should help that out. We have a bottom 13 defense. I mean, just because we have Jokic, Dalton Connect, and Luka in the starting 5. But like I said, that should help us out a little bit. We're going to be able to extend Luka once again, and I can't extend anybody else. Connect's on a 1 year. We're going to have to pay him, and then the rest of these guys are all minimum deals, don't care about it, and these guys all have player options. So looks like that's going to be good for us for the rest of the year, and let's go to the end of the season, man. So we had Luka last year bringing home the MVP, and now we got Big Yoke bringing home the MVP in year number 3. 25, 11 and 9 for Luka, or 10 for Jokic, you could say that. Zachary Rocky Zakarski wins Rookie of the Year. Diddler wins 6th Man of the Year. He's on the damn Nuggets now. And I wanted to trade for Nate Man. Look at him, 18.7 rebounds. He's a stud. I really wanted him. And Jason Kidd in the Mavs won 68. NBA games. We have Luka, we have Jokic on All-NBA first team right there. That's dope to see. And yeah, Jokic even making all defensive second team. So shout out Big Joke. We were the 3 seed in the Western Conference, man. 55-27 record, 1 game behind OKC. Dallas is obviously that best team in the NBA. They get Tyler Hero a lot in these rebuilds, which is kind of interesting, man. The Hawks won 60 games over in the Eastern Conference side with AJ DeBanza coming off the bench, so that's cool. Stats on the year, man. You saw him before. We can take one more look at him if you're curious. And let's get into these playoffs, man, because that's what we're really here for. We got a tough matchup in round 1 with the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have Rob, Ant, and the rest of their team. They lost Gobert, but they got CMB. Actually, they got Gobert off the bench. But that's a good team, but I do think we are a little bit better. Game 1 does go to us by 2 points. Luka didn't really do much. We were still able to win right there because of Jokic. Game number 2 is going to be a victory right there. This is where we start to turn up. Jokic and Luka. Yeah, 2 walking triple doubles. And we're going to be able to take care of Minnesota in 5 games pretty easily right there. Luka averaged 26, 8, and 8. Jokic averaged 23, 11, and 10. They're both playing 40 minutes a night, so these guys really got to lock in for us. We got the 2-seeded OKC Thunder, who have Charles Bassey starting at center now, so that should be food for us at least. Let's see what happens here. Game number 1 is going to go to us. Yeah, I mean, that's disgusting, bro. 37, 8, and 11 for Jokic, 35, 13, and 18 for Luka. I can't even do that math, how much that is combined. It's a lot. That's a lot of stats combined from the 2 of them. That's just absolutely nuts. Game 2 does go to us again, and do I have to even say much more? Just look at the box scores. Game number 3 is going to go to us once again, and I have built an absolute juggernaut of a team as we just swept the 2 seed just like that. But now we have a real matchup in the conference finals against this 68-win team, bro. Playoff stats so far, you see the stats, man. Here we go. Dallas in the conference finals. Game 1 is going to go to us once again. We win by 1 point right there. Holy shit, bro. Flag's trying to do all he can. Game number 2 is going to be a Dallas Mavericks victory. We lose by 23 points. Tyler Hero, Anthony Davis going crazy. Cooper Flag with a triple-double. Big game 3 here, and we go down 2-1. I hate this team so much. I hate playing this team so much. It's just not fun. It's just not fun. We're down 3-1. Yeah, I just hate playing this Dallas team, bro. Like, it just makes these rebuilds, like, so annoying, bro. Like, so annoying. Like, there is no good reason we should be getting eliminated in 5 games to this sorry ass team, bro. Colin Coward over here, bro. We ran through the rest of the rounds. We beat Minnesota in 5, and we swept OKC just to lose in 5. And if this Bulls team beats them, I'm gonna crash out. Like, I actually will crash out. Yeah, they get swept. Dallas wins without even trying, breaking a sweat, and they go back-to-back championships. I believe they won last year, right? And yeah, they've won 3 in a row, actually. It's only a matter of time before Dallas loses 1 championship, right? I think it's maybe time to move on to get a new head coach now. I guess that could be Jason Kidd. We can try to steal the Mavericks head coach. That'd be pretty nice. I'll also try to bring in Steve Kerr here. And we are going to be getting the Mavs head coach, Steve Kerr. So hopefully Dallas doesn't sign a good coach because we just stole their coach. All right, everyone accepts their options. Nickeil Alexander-Walker does decline it. So we're probably going to not be able to get him back. I can try to get him on 11 million. Also try to bring Connect back here for 20. And we actually are going to be able to get both of them back. So we have our full roster now going into this 2nd year, or 4th year, I guess. So Taurean Prince and Tyrese Martin's going to be able to land me here. Abraham, Drew Maker, Bull. Sure. And let's go to player progression, where we should see a lot of jump from the young guys who we are kind of started to stack up over these last few seasons. And yeah, this is a really big jump from the player progression here. Cam Boozer's up to a 90 overall. So now we have 3 90s. Caleb Holt jumps up 7 to an 85. So he's a legitimately solid, like, really good player now. Carter Bryant's up 3 as well, and then the rest of the guys off the bench. We have a really nice deep team. And into year 4 season, after making it to the conference finals, I don't see a reason why we shouldn't be right back there and playing Dallas Mavericks in the conference finals once again. That's what I'm expecting to see out of this year. Anything less would be an embarrassment. As we still have the starting 5 of Luka, Bridges, Carter Bryant now is actually going to be starting. Cam Boozer, Jokic. Off the bench, we have Caleb Holt, Connect, Asa Noel, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Joom Maker Bull as that last spot. We're gonna have to pay Carter Bryant, Asa Noel at the end of the season. Besides that, everyone is under contract. I wonder if we can extend anybody now. No, we cannot. So let's just get into the simming in the year. We have a new head coach in Jason Kidd, and we're probably gonna be running perimeter centric now, I think. Or pace and space is actually 4.5 stars. First game of the season is a victory. Looks like the Mavericks lost Tyler Hero. As you do see, he is on the Warriors. So let's just go find them real quick and check out their roster. It's Mikey Williams now. Shout out Mikey Williams, man. What happened to Mikey Williams? I forget what happened to Mikey Williams. Type in the comments down below if you know what happened to Mikey Williams. Jaden Ivey they got now. So, I mean, in my eyes, they're significantly worse. We should be really, really good again this season. We won 55 games last year, I believe was the record. Hopefully we can crack 60 wins this year. Now with a nice developed young bench and Jokic and Luka with a full season together, we can be pretty nasty. And as you see, we kind of are. We are 20-3 to start this season, and we are the 1 seed in the Western Conference. So it was just a matter of time before we started putting everything together with this team, man. And I'm very excited going forward how we can be. Jokic and Luka off to a really good start. And I'm gonna see our boys at the halfway mark with this team. All right, deadline is here, man. We 40-9, so finally, man, finally we starting to hoop around here somehow, some way. The San Antonio Spurs is still better than us. So even when I think I'm doing everything right, I still am not doing anything right, as this team is absolutely loaded, bro. How the hell they got, bro? Sometimes you just gotta sit back and take a deep breath, because this game be pissing me the hell off, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. And I know damn well 2K26 gonna be the same shit, bro. So for my misery and pain, drop a like, drop a sub on the page, man. That mean a lot to me, man. Jokic, Luka, halfway point. They doing their thing, man. Booze Clues always gonna be hooping for us, man. Dalton Connect still doing his thing. Caleb Holt. All right. And the rest of the guys, man, they just putting in work for us, man. Everybody's putting in work. We're just having a really efficient year, man. I see no reason to really change anything with the team. I mean, the only thing I could maybe say is, I don't know. I think the only thing I'm actually really going to do is cut this down to a 9-man for the second half of the season, ramp up our minutes a little bit more, and then we should be good to go to the rest of the season. I think we just got to sim. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, and we have 40 wins at the deadline. So that's pretty elite stuff. We just got to be able to beat the Spurs here, as we're playing them on February 21st. Let's see if we can get a dub right here. And we do. We beat them by 11, so that's a good sign. Still can't beat Dallas. I'm going to say it every time. When you're doing a rebuild, it doesn't just take 1 year. It's called a rebuild for a reason, man. It's going to take a few years to get into the swing of things, bro. Wemby wins MVP. Brandon McCoy, coward. Dallas still getting awards like it's nothing. But the reason why I said that, you see it right here. We won 71 games. It took 3-4 years to get to this point, but we wanted to build it out, man. I had to sign Jokic 71-11 for this Lakers team. We won 70 games. Jokic All-NBA first team, 24-9-8 for Big Yoke. Wow. Wow. Really? Kasparas Yakuchonis on All-NBA second team? Yo, Heat fans, bro, look at this shit. 21-9 for an 84 overall. That's nasty. Luka does make second team, though. 21-8-9 for Big Luke. So we were the 1 seed in the Western Conference. Best team overall in the NBA. 7 games up on San Antonio. The East doesn't stand a chance. If we make it out of the West, we should be walking our way to a championship. There should be no reason why we don't win this year. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Rest of the stats, if you were curious. And then as for team stats, we had a top 5 offense once again. Best defense in the NBA this time. And we had a 19-point differential, bro. So we're nasty as hell, bro. We're absolutely nasty as hell. Round 1 against LAC. I don't care who's on your team, to be honest with you. We beat OKC last year, so there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to beat them this year. But you never know how 2K is. We're up 2-1 here. 2-2 series, up 3-2, and we're in the conference finals just like that. All right, damn near identical stat lines from these guys in the closeout game. All right, San Antonio, who's only lost 1 game so far in the playoffs, got to play us now, though, in the conference finals. So here we go, man. Game number 1 is going to go to San Antonio. Of course it does. Game number 2 is going to go to us. Jokic with 40. I'm going to cut this down to an 8-man rotation, man. Got to get our guys heavy minutes. Game 3 is going to go to us right here. Luka with a 40-point triple-double. Jokic with damn near triple-double. Game 4 is going to go to us. And we should be getting out of here in 5 games as we do. And we're in the NBA Finals. And like I said, if we make it out of the West, there should be absolutely no reason why we lose this. Noah Essengay is the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. They got Kobe White and Shaedon Sharpe. I could win the NBA Finals with my eyes closed, bro. They only won 52 games. We should be able to get this one done. Game 1, Game 2, Game 3, up 3-1, and we get the championship in 5 games. Real nice, real easy, and we get it done. Luka averages a triple-double and wins his first ring of his career, and he gets a Finals MVP as well, man. So in what year is this, man? In technically year 1, 2, 3, 4. In year 4, we do finally get the championship there, man. We're gonna go 1 more year, try to go back-to-back championships. We finally dethroned the Dallas Mavericks. Draft lottery is here, and we have the 4th pick and the 5th pick in the draft. When you trade for a bunch of first-round picks, sometimes they just fall into your lap as the top picks in the draft. Luckily, I don't really need them. They drafted 2 kind of shit stains, so I'm probably just gonna trade them. We got to pay Carter Bryant, and I also have to give Asanuel a little bit of a contract. He wants $26 million. You could walk, bro. I'm not paying you $26 million to be an 80 overall. But he is restricted, so he is probably going to come back here. Let's just make sure we get our whole team under contract, because I'm going to run it back for this year. The only thing I might look to do is maybe trade Bridges real quick to see if we can get anything a little bit better. All right, what about VJ Edgecombe here? We would have to give them $8 million back. I'd give you this guy. Can you take on any more money? They actually can take on a little bit more money, so I would be willing to give them this guy, Maker Bull, again. and then fill it out with first round picks. Please accept this trade. VJ Edgecombe would be nasty, and they actually do accept it. I was not expecting that. So Mikal Bridges and a bunch of bullshit lands us VJ Edgecombe. That's going to be our new shooting guard for the future, and that's disgusting. Jokic, Luka, Edgecombe, Cam Boozer, Caleb Holt. Let's go win back-to-back championships. Yeah, this team's actually disgusting. I do kind of need a backup big on a team. A Dembona I could slide, but I don't really want a Dembona on the squad. I would much rather have Isaiah Hartenstein. Luka, Edgecombe, who is a stud, by the way. Carter Bryant, Boozer, Jokic, and then you got Caleb Holt, Connect, Hartenstein off the bench as an 8-man. I would kind of like to have a 9-man rotation. There's Michael Porter Jr. I'm just going to do this trade. Okay, this is the final rotation in the final year of the video. 9-man, looking real handsome, looking real nice. System Pro looking to be 4.5 stars pace and pace. Nothing's 5 stars, but we should be able to go and get an absolutely crazy record in this last year. We won 71 games last year, and we just went out there and decided to add VJ Edgecombe to the squad. At the very least, I'm looking at another championship here in this 5th year of the rebuild. So I'm gonna see how boys at the end of the season. No need to stop it at the trade deadline. We're 16-1 to start this season, and we might win 75 games this year, bro. Yeah, it would be 75-7. Let's try to shoot for 75-7. That'd be absolutely ridiculous. Let's just watch this together, y'all. If y'all ever doing a rebuild, bro, a Lakers rebuild, dump everybody's contract, and in 2027 go trade for or go sign Jokic, bro, because this is ridiculous. But we do have 48 wins at the deadline, and that's gonna put us at the 1 seed by far. Come on, man. Only 15 more games left. Only 15 more games left in a row. Come on. Yeah, we can easily go 10-1. Come on. Oh my God. Okay, before we stop this, I gotta see what kind of win streak we're on. 34? Remember the the Heat LeBron team? I think they won 28 in a row, and then they lost to Chicago or some shit. That's ball knowledge right there. Yeah, I know y'all know about that. 73-6, bro. Hold on, the Pistons have 65 wins. We gotta watch out for them. But bro, are we gonna end 75-7? Come on, 76-6. 37 wins in a row. Luka wins MVP. Yo, type in the comments down below if you want a part 2 to this video, bro, because this rebuild's just starting to get kind of nasty, bro. I'm not gonna lie. 76-6 is absolutely diabolical with this team. I'm gonna cut it down to an 8-man. Quick look at stats on the year, man, if you even want to look at it. Boozer and Edgecombe are just disgusting additions to this team. Jesus, not to mention Luka and Jokic. Best offense in the league, best defense, 26-point differential. I honestly don't think we should lose a game in the playoffs. There's our first loss to OKC. And here's our arch nemesis, Dallas Mavericks. Are they gonna destroy us? Watch them beat us, bro. I'm simming around. I'm not taking it game by game. We sweep them. And we have the 65-win Pistons in the NBA Finals with Cade and company and Con Kneppel, and I'm not worried about it, as we are gonna be going and winning back-to-back championships with this Lakers team in years 4 and in years 5, and Jokic wins back-to-back Finals MVPs. In years 4 and 5, after Dallas wins 3 in a row, we finally get back on track. Luka gets 2 rings. Jokic gets his 3rd, and that's going to be the video, man. Like I said, if you want to see a part 2 to this rebuild, because this rebuild just started to get nasty, as I have Boozer, Edgecombe, Caleb Holt, all with young ages. Also, drop a like, drop a sub, and drop a comment down below on what videos y'all want to see next, man. And I really appreciate the ones, like I said, who comment each video. After I said that last video, like 10 of y'all commented, and I really appreciate it. I love responding to comments, and I like to see who consistently watches my videos, because it really warms my heart, keeps pushing me to do more rebuilds, man, and keep grinding for y'all. Go watch my previous video if you haven't. I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next one, man. Peace out.